Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this maiden edition of 7 Days with Talk That Talk. This is the first edition of our new slot on our platform, Talk That Talk. In this edition, we'll be giving you headlines, information that made news around the world, from Cameroon to Cyprus to all around Europe to America. We will be giving you those headlines in this same edition. Stay tuned and follow up till the end. The news that made headline in Cameroon this week was the roadside bomb that took the life of about 7 military personnel around the southwest region of Cameroon, specifically around the Malindi area. For those of us who are from this part of Cameroon, you know where Malindi is. An IED was planted by the roadside and it was detonated when a military convoy was passing by, and unfortunately 7 officers went to the world beyond. We say RIP to all of them. As you all know, the election fever is on for the 2025 presidential election that is slated for the 12th of October. We all know how the steam has been on in the National Triangle of Cameroon. Now, the conversation that is grazing the lips of every Cameroonian is the 2 main opposition candidates that are making headlines recently, especially this week, Issa Chiroma and Bello Buba Maigari. These 2 folks, they have been ministers in the current regime, but they defected to submit to run as a president. So everyone is so anxious to see what this opposition will bring forth. If it's going to bring forth the long-awaited change that Cameroon has always wished for, then so be it. On the other hand, Maurice Kamto was actually gaining majority from the western region and other part of southwest and northwest region, central and littoral, was sidelined because of one reason or the other. According to the electoral committee, he didn't match the criteria for eligibility to run to be part of the presidential race, so he was sidelined. So we have only 2 key players now as opposition. We have Buba Bello and Issa Chiroma. Let's stay tuned and see what the presidential election will bring forth to the people of Cameroon. As days go by, even the United Nations is so focused on this election, on this upcoming election in Cameroon, because many are anxious to see a new beginning. Many Cameroonians, especially the youths, are anxious to see a new beginning for that beautiful African country. But would that be the case? Or is it going to be the dawn of something that would not really be pleasant? Only 12th of October will answer this question. In other news, Ghanaians came out protesting that Nigerians must go because Nigerians want to have an autonomous king in Ghanaian territory, and they were not very comfortable with that. So they staged an unofficial protest saying that Nigerians must go. But the protest lasted just for a short while. We're still looking forward to see the proceeds of that protest. The moral lesson is, wherever you go, learn to maintain your boundary. Don't bite more than you can chew. Respect your hosts. If you get into somebody's territory, enjoy just what they have given you. Don't go and do more than what has been given to you. It wasn't a good idea for Nigerians to go there and want to create their kingdom. No, that was a wrong move. So for those of us who think we can claim autonomy if we are being granted audience somewhere you want to be in charge, we should be mindful of what we do. Immediately we will be diving straight now into Europe. In the European continent, we know already about the tension between the EU and Russia concerning oil. Yeah, because by 2028, the EU is looking forth to cutting off all importation of Russian oil, and all this is fueled by America. America is trying to be the sole supplier of crude oil to to Europe, because we all know what is going on between Russia and Ukraine. America wants to step in now to control the inflow of crude oil into Europe. So talks are being held here and there. Let's see the outcome of all this. Still in Europe, Germany has declared interest in increasing their military might, because the political temperature around the continent isn't really the best, especially with pressure coming from Russia and other Asian powers. There is a political turmoil going on, something seemingly like a Cold War going on. So everyone is trying to be on the alert. On that note, Germany is trying to recruit about 100,000 more soldiers just to be ready in case for anything. Are we heading into Third World War? Nobody knows. Let's keep fingers crossed and hope for the best. Cyprus is in talks with the UAE over collaborating on a major EU-funded subsea power cable project linking Greece, Cyprus, and potentially Israel. The EU will establish a regional firefighting hub in Cyprus to respond to the increasing wildfire risk, not just in Europe, but also in nearby Middle Eastern countries. Recent investigations suggest some of Cyprus' worst wildfires sparked by accident act. Investigation has proven that some of Cyprus' wildfire act has been sparked by accidents. For example, careless discarded cigarettes. Those who are smokers, they discard cigarettes carelessly, and it can easily lead to fire, especially as we are struggling to deal with climate change. These are one of the main reasons why we have wildfires around Cyprus. A conservative activist, Charles Kirk, was fatally shot while speaking at an event at Ottawa Valley University. Investigation is ongoing. Today, the suspect was arrested. It should be noted that Charles Kirk has been seemingly encouraging the population for violence. Yes, if you follow some of his interviews, you will see where he was actually encouraging people not to treat other people properly. Yes, he is one of the people who had been speaking against the Civil Rights Act that gave African Americans the right to vote. It's so sad what happened to him, but all we can say is RIP to him. Tensions are high politically, with concerns about political violence in response to the shooting. Bipartisan condemnations call for unity, but also fear of escalating rhetoric. These are all headlines that made news around the globe for this week. As promised, we will meet again next week, same time. This is Talk That Talk. 7 days with Talk That Talk. Don't play.